You ready? Okay, we're going to call to order the Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025 action meeting. If you'll please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mrs. Macro, roll call.
Dr. Anderson.
Here.
Ms. Arendt.
Here.
Mr. Caligiuri.
Here.
Ms. Chudowitz.
Is she on there?
Yeah,
She's on the... Ms. Chudowitz, can you hear us?
she's muted right now. But she's there.
Okay. We'll catch her on the back end.
Okay. Mrs. Purcell.
Here.
Dr. Richardson.
Here.
Mr. Sokolsky.
Here.
Mrs. Stepnick.
Here.
Mr. Stropke.
Here.
And our student representative, Miss Naomi Casey.
Here. Did you text Megan you want me to?
No, he's going to.
Okay.
Just tell her to let us know she can hear us. The board met in executive session on September 23rd, 2025 to discuss matters of litigation, safety, personnel, and real estate. We have a student recognition this evening. Mrs. Macro.
Yes, we'll have Dr. Adam Zarmak, the principal of the middle school, come up to the podium, please.
Good evening. So the other day I was walking through the library talking to some of the kids, and I started talking to our librarian, Mrs. DZ. She was putting books away, and she said to me, "Hey, have you seen Wisdom's book?" I said, "No, I didn't." She goes, "Wisdom wrote this book. Wisdom's a 7th grade student at Plum Middle School." I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." So I went and I hurry up and emailed Miss Macro. I said, "Hey, can we hurry up and get Wisdom?" I thought, like we need to recognize him for this. So Wisdom's a 7th grade student at the middle school, and he wrote a book. So I'd like to invite him up here to tell you the story and the process behind it, and recognize him as well.
Awesome.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Before I start, I'd just like to thank everybody, including my principal, Dr. Zarmak, for giving me this opportunity and the student recognition. Okay, so back in 2020, I was 7 to 8, and I was really bored because I was staying in the house all day. Of course, there's other things I could do, but I basically watched all the videos on YouTube and everything. So my dad gave me a suggestion that I should write a book, and I thought that was a good idea. But of course, since I was 7 to 8, I had the attention span of a goldfish, and it wasn't very easy to stay on task and write this book. So it took a couple of years just getting all the drafts and all that. So I only wrote a little bit of the draft during the pandemic, but when I was in 4th grade, this is when I moved to Plum, I actually had a draft, but as we moved to Plum, I lost the draft.
Oh, no. So,
however, that actually ended up being okay. It actually ended up being greater for me because my ideas as a 10-year-old, as a 9-year-old, are as good as my ideas now. So we just redid the whole thing, and my sister really helped me on this because she was giving me tips and she was helping me edit it, and we were able to get it published in August. So yeah,
that's tremendous.
That's awesome.
Okay, it's published on Barnes and Nobles. If you want to buy a copy, it's also on it's also on Kindle if you have any ebooks. And the second book is almost coming out as well. I'm at 23,000 words for that one.
That's
so.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Wisdom, I have to tell you, it's linked here, like a little piece of it in our agenda. And so I read as far as I could in my free sample, and I was like, oh, now I have to know what happened, so I'm going to have to buy it. Absolutely. It was good. It was very good. Congratulations.
I think your book sales just went up.
Yeah.
And there are 2 copies in our library as well for the kids to read.
Awesome.
Very cool. Awesome.
Congratulations, Wisdom.
I graduated 40 years ago. Literally. I did 85.
Zip it, Renee.
Yeah.
Some of us don't want to hear that.
Mrs. Chudderwitz, can you hear us?
She said she can hear us, we just can't hear her. And she said, I said,
Unmute.
Yeah. Can you unmute yourself on your phone and tell us you're here so we can record your votes? Once you're not driving.
I think she's driving here.
Yeah, I think she was trying to get here. Yeah. 15, then we're good in 2 minutes,
Yeah.
she'll be here. Awesome, okay. Number 5, letter V, recommend approval of the following minutes as listed below. Do I have a recommendation?
Motion.
Thank you.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, thank you. Citizens' comments, Ms. Macro.
If anybody in the audience would like to make citizens' comments this evening, we ask that you step to the podium one at a time. Please state your name, whether you are a resident of Plum, as only Plum residents are able to make comments at a board meeting. You'll be provided 3 minutes to speak to the board. It's just a reminder, this is a time to share your ideas, concerns, suggestions, rather than a time where you're able to have a discussion or a question and answer session with the board. When you're getting close on your time, you'll be able to monitor it as well, because the time will be on the monitor, but I will also give you a 30-second warning when you're getting time for closing. When you're finished speaking, please step to the clipboard right here at the end of the table. If you would write your name so that I can spell it correctly in the minutes, and your address within Plum. And then there's an option also for you to leave an email and a phone number if you like. So if anyone would like to speak at this time, we just ask that you, one at a time, step to the podium.
Hi, my name is Janet Jenkins. I am a resident of Plum. I have a son, Shane, who attends Plum High School, and he is on the lacrosse team. Today I'm going to talk to you about a few of our issues that we've had, and I know it's not the first time, so I'll kind of make it a little brief. But I'm going on my 3rd year as the vice president of the booster board, and currently we are in very urgent need of help. Even though the season has not started, we are without a coach, and most of you already know that. And the season does not start until March. However, we have off-season practices and tournaments that we are currently unable to practice for because we don't have an adult to help them. So we have had some fathers standing in to help currently. I do work for a school district, so I know that there's many moving parts when you are hiring for a position like this, but time is kind of running out. A lot of the positions are closed in other school districts. People have already been hired. Right now, the kids are not missing out just on the practice plans and strategies, but they are missing out on that one person who can help them stay focused, who can push them through the tough times and start building a team mentality. We have had ongoing problems over the last 3 years with coaching, and we were really hoping that this year would be different. The boys have worked so hard, they have sacrificed a lot of time, and frankly, a lot of us are worried that without a coach, we will not have a season this year. So I am begging on behalf of the boys, my son, and all of the boys, to the board and the administration to really try and get this solved. We need a coach before it's too late. It's not just a position that we're trying to fill. This is the future of the program. It's the future for the boys. And right now it's really slipping away without leadership. And although the board, the boosters, we're doing the best that we can, we are not those people that can lead the boys that they deserve. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rob Amon. I also am a member of the Plum community. I live on Heather Court. I was here 2 weeks ago talking to you guys about the lacrosse coaching situation. Janet spelled it out quite well. I want to just say thanks to Matt. I'm calling you Matt even though it says Dr. Thomas. So he's been great. And, you know, we've had open lines of communication over the last 2 weeks. Unfortunately, we're no closer to a resolution of the problem. But it brings back the point of, you know, had we had this urgency 4 or 5 months ago when we knew this was going to be a problem, that maybe we wouldn't find ourselves in the situation we're in today. So I hope we all can learn a lesson from this, because it's entirely possible we're in this situation again in the spring. I hope not. I hope we find a coach who is committed to the program, who wants to be here and wants to be with the kids. But if not, I really sincerely hope that we address the problem when it's appropriate and not when it's in desperation times. Janet's husband and I were at practice on Saturday, and I just want to relay that we had a small group of kids, but they were committed to being there, and they were committed to working hard and getting better. And it was hot, and by the end of the hour and a half that they all wanted to stay, even though we said you can leave, like we can go, you know, we have the whole field, we can let go. They were committed to staying the entire time. And we had, I think 2 of our 3 seniors were there. And it was heartbreaking to see them with the possibility that they may not have a team in their senior year. And at one point, you know, we gathered the boys and we explained to them the situation. We've been very clear with the parents about the situation. And I believe it was both seniors kind of looked at us and said, well, what happens if we don't get a coach? And we didn't have an answer for them. And they looked and they said, will you be our coach? And, you know, it broke my heart. I don't know about Kyle, but it broke my heart to hear them say this, because they could feel the desperation of the situation as well. And, you know, I really hope this can get resolved. Again, I thank you for your time and your attention to it. Again, I wish we had that attention to the matter 5 months ago. So I'm optimistic potentially that, you know, we can get something done hopefully in the next week, maybe or so. But I just wanted to say thanks to Matt, and also to reiterate the fact that we are in a dire situation, and we have already canceled on a possible tournament that we could have played in a couple of weeks. We have one in November that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago to you that we're still committing to playing. So thanks again to you, and I hope we can get this done. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Amon and Mrs. Jenkins, our meeting is quick tonight because it's a voting meeting, and Dr. Walsh and Dr. Thomas are willing to speak with you for a few minutes afterwards, if you don't mind hanging out. That would be great.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kristen Major. I'm a Plum resident. My son Jack is also on the lacrosse team. He's a junior. He's played since first grade. He's played a very long time. He's very committed. This is his main recruiting year. He wants to play in college. He loves lacrosse. He plays club lacrosse. He's one of the few kids that does play club lacrosse on the team. His club coach has been great. He's very supportive. He knows what's going on with this process. I've reached out to him. He's helping Jack through the recruiting process since he does not have a high school head coach for any of the colleges to reach out to. So having that support is great, but at the same time, you need your high school coach through this process. So, you know, he's frustrated, but at the same time, he's optimistic. I think a real positive that's come out of this is that the boys are banding together. Jack's sending out Snapchat messages with the other boys, trying to say, you know, let's get together, let's, you know, throw the ball around, let's, you know, make sure that we stick together even though we don't have a coach. So even though it's a negative situation, in a way it's a positive situation because they are trying to be the glue that holds themselves together. I will say that Jack is also part of the soccer team. That is a very different culture. They're very successful. And to see the disparity between the two teams, it's tough. I mean, Plum lacrosse struggles, but they have a very strong youth program. And if this high school program would to go away because they don't have a coach, that youth program is going to suffer. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands this isn't just affecting the high school at this point. This is affecting the youth that are playing lacrosse in our community also. So I just want to make sure that you know that behind the scenes, the parents, we're trying to help as much as we can also. You know, his club coach has sent out all the feelers, you know, anything that he can do to make sure that everybody is aware that Plum needs a coach. We're trying to change the culture. We want to be a positive team moving forward, and hopefully we can find somebody soon, and all of your help is appreciated. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other comments at this time? Okay, Dr. Anderson, back to you.
Okay, one more time. Ms. Chudowitz, can you hear us? All right.
You should give a thumbs up.
It's okay.
Could she even just type it in the chat?
I can hear you, perfect. Thank you. You're working, it's good. We can hear you, thank you.
Thank you so much. I apologize.
That's okay. All right, we'll move on to the president's report. From that, I'm sure we will hear from our liaisons and our student representative about all the great things that are happening within the district. So I just want to take a quick moment to provide an update on the construction and renovations projects. Based on the support of the board in our discussion meeting a couple weeks ago, HDG and Eccles moved forward with advertising the O Block Elementary construction project on Thursday, September 11th. Bidders will have the opportunity to tour the building on Friday, September 26th, with bids being due on October 7th at 1 p.m. After the bid opening, the administration will review the bids and alternates and will be making a recommendation to the board on the October 14th discussion meeting. Additionally, just for your knowledge, work at the middle school is progressing nicely. HVAC control work in the classrooms is complete, and the dust collector has been set in place while work on windows and doors will begin shortly. And to extend to the administration, the board is very thankful for all of the time and dedication that you have put in and that the facilities department has put in to this effort. On to you, Dr. Walsh.
Thank you, Dr. Anderson. As you can see with the weather this evening, as we move into autumn, I'm excited to share the progress and energy filling our schools this September. The academic year has started with inspiring momentum, and our students have truly excelled, demonstrating exceptional dedication and talent in all areas of school life. Our classrooms are lively centers of learning, from the youngest students discovering the joy of reading to our high schoolers engaging in complex scientific theories and lively discussions. The academic spirit is strong. Our dedicated teachers and staff have worked to create welcoming and challenging environments. Their lessons reflect our Portrait of a Graduate core competencies of communication, integrity, critical thinking, adaptability, and empathy. Beyond academics, our students are also shining on the athletic fields and courts. Our fall sports teams have launched into their season with great enthusiasm and sportsmanship. Whether it is a thrill of a football or soccer game, the determination shown on the cross-country and golf courses, or the teamwork displayed on our volleyball or tennis courts, our student athletes proudly represent our district. Their commitment to practice, resilience in competition, and respect for teammates and opponents is truly admirable. The arts is also thriving in our schools. The creativity and dedication seen in our music rooms, art studios, and fine art department highlights the diverse talents of our students. We look forward to their continued growth and celebrating their artistic achievements throughout the school year. This success starts is a direct result of our students' effort, the unwavering dedication of our faculty and staff, and the invaluable support of our families and community. Thank you to the ongoing partnership in making sure our schools remain places where every student can succeed academically, athletically, and artistically. I do have a couple updates and a few announcements. So, one, a quick budget update on what's happening at the federal and state level. Quite simply, government funding remains uncertain. While the federal government initially cut Title II funding, which is class size reduction, and Title IV, which is technology and STEM funds, they were later reinstated, resulting in a net increase of $12,812. The state budget, however, has yet to be passed, even as we approach October. Fortunately, our district is well positioned to handle these unpredictable federal and state funding situations. This stability is due to the fiscal responsibility and governance of this school board and this administrative team. Particularly Mr. Manzer, Dr. Boyers, Dr. Thomas, and our entire business department, who are dedicated to fiscal responsibility and identifying alternative revenue streams to advance our district's strategic initiatives. And now a few announcements, and these are literally hot off the press. Here at Plum High School was named a Special Olympics National Unified Champion School. Specifically, through our Unified Bocce, Track and Field, Special Olympics Club, Best Buddies Club, and partnered classrooms. This is a big honor from the Special Olympics. It means Plum Senior High School has gone above and beyond in creating an inclusive learning environment where students with and without intellectual disabilities learn, play, and lead together. I'm very proud of our special education teachers, our paraprofessionals, and the entire pupil services department for making Plum Borough School District a more special place for all, and more information will follow. And finally, this was just revealed about 24 hours ago. Ms. Tamar McPherson here at the high school has been chosen to be one of 15 teachers from across the country to take part in the inaugural Computer Science Teacher Association Responsible AI Fellowship. She is the only teacher representing Pennsylvania. The CSTA Responsible AI Fellowship is a prestigious year-long leadership journey that empowers educators to develop ethical, inclusive, and transformative approaches to artificial intelligence in teaching. Congratulations to Ms. McPherson, and once again, more to follow. Thank you, Dr. Anderson.
Wonderful, thank you. And Ms. Casey, our student representatives report.
Thank you. I wanted to start my report talking about the activities, sports, and events that have been going on in the Plum community. We started a fan bus at the high school, and it has had successful use for our football game against Shaler on the 12th. Currently, there are no more buses scheduled, but more on that to follow. We may have more in the future. This is for members of the student section. Students are looking forward to the homecoming bonfire, which is the Thursday before the homecoming game on the 3rd. And along with that, our football score has been 2 wins, 3 losses, and our first Franklin win, this has been our first win against Franklin since 2017, and our first win against Gateway since 2001. Boys soccer is 9 wins, 1 tie, 1 loss. They are first in their section, along with girls soccer, whose score is undefeated. Girls volleyball has a record of 4-5 and won the Plum tournament this weekend undefeated. The boys golf score is 10-5, and Danny Caruso and Gavin Galket advanced to the individual WPO round. Girls golf finished their season 5-10, which is the most wins since becoming part of the WPO organization. And cross country has 4 runners while on their way to states. The Kiski Invitational was held 2 Fridays ago, and the Hershey Invitational was held this past weekend. Girls tennis record is 3-5, and they're well on their way to playoffs. And cheer and band continue to perform at the football games, and band had an Alakiski festival last Tuesday. The fall play has been auditioned for, and rehearsals have begun, and everyone in the community is encouraged to attend in November. Along with that, the musical that the middle school is putting on has been rehearsing for a very long time, and they're very grateful for all the support they've been given. And the performances for that is October 9th, 10th, and 11th. So we encourage the whole community to be there and support them. NHS continues to grow and raise money for Make-A-Wish, and the Distinguished Alumni Night will be on the 16th and 17th of October. PMFA Midget Football Bonfire Night was held 2 weeks ago. Club fairs have been held and students will begin meeting, and there were 24 clubs represented, which I think was pretty awesome. And there will be a STEAM night on October 8th, which is free for all of the community to come and attend, and those have been the events at the high school and in the surrounding community. Student participation and involvement has been very high this year, especially in the high school, with events including homecoming and various games, raising morale and cheering everyone on. It is clear to me that a focus and goal of the faculty in this district has been to value student input, and I personally am very grateful for this.
Thank you, Ms. Casey. All right, moving on. Academic achievement and activities, myself, lead board liaison. Letter A, recommend approval to accept and resolve the following 1 to 3 as listed. On behalf of the board, I'll make that recommendation. Do we have a second?
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? I don't have a report tonight, but just want to thank ESSMC for their sponsorship and obviously thank the We Are All Mustangs Here donations that are innumerable, as a matter of fact, but really appreciate the money that they have given. On to community engagement, inclusion, and outreach, Dr. Richardson, lead board liaison. We don't have anything to cover. Do you have a report?
Just wanted to say it is exciting that we are recognized as the National Unified School. Inclusion is part of what we do all the time. Not that we have to be recognized, but it's nice that we are. So thank you for the staff and the students, everyone involved in that. It took a while to build that program, but it's been building nicely year after year. So that's exciting. Also want to remind everybody that Fall Fest is this weekend, so time to get out and see the community and the businesses, so go out and support that. And that's it.
Thank you, Dr. Richardson. Next up, Finance, Mr. Stropke, lead board liaison. Letter A, recommend approval to accept and resolve the monthly budgetary report for August 2025.
On behalf of the board, I'll make that recommendation. Second.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Do you have a report for this?
No formal report other than just want to thank Mr. Manzer and his team, as Dr. Walsh said. We're still waiting for our state legislators to come to a conclusion on the budget for this year. So, we're hanging in there. We're in good shape at the current moment. So we'll just continue to wait and see what happens. I think we're hoping maybe in the next 2 or 3 weeks that this comes to a conclusion is the hope of many. But I think that was the hope 3 months ago too. So we'll see what happens. So that's all.
Thank you. We'll see how this goes. Forbes Road CTC, Ms. Chudderwitz, lead board liaison. There's nothing to vote on. Ms. Chudderwitz, do you have a report for this evening?
I do not have a report, just a quick couple updates. The Forbes Road on September 12th had their open house for first-year students, and we have our joint committee meeting this Thursday at 6 p.m. So I'm happy for our report meetings next month on any and all happenings at Forbes. But that's all I have.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next up, intergovernmental, Mr. Stropke and Ms. Arendt, co-lead board liaisons. Anything to report for this evening?
I'd just say other than we met this evening with the folks from the borough, so we're continuing to work together to come up with ways that we can there be cohesion between the two. We're, as Dr. Walsh says many times, we're a school district with one borough, one community. A lot of other school districts have 3 or 4 communities. We're Plum, and we have Plum community. So we're not spread out over 4 different communities. So we're just trying to find ways that we continue to work together. We work with them on their different events and busing and stuff. So we just want to continue that relationship going forward.
Thank you. Legislative, Mrs. Stepnick, lead board liaison. Letter A, recommend approval to accept and resolve Antonio Paris as the recommended PSBA Section W3 advisor candidate.
On behalf of the board, I'd make that recommendation.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, letter B, recommend approval. Well, we don't have anybody. Did anybody say that they would be able to go? I know Mr. Stropke cannot, and I know Mrs. Stepnick cannot serve in 2 votes, correct?
Correct.
So,
Yes, and
I know. I asked Lindsay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. So do we just, do we vote this down? Or
Well,
what do we do, just remove it?
I really think somebody should go, and here's why. This is the first time we're all getting back together in years since COVID. The dialogue is really great when you're in the room together, and we have 2 votes. And if I knew that we weren't going to have 2 votes, I wouldn't have said, yes, I'd vote for the IU. But I'm now in that position. I'm going as a board member, but at the same time, my vote on that particular session is with the IU. I think it's critical that we have as many votes as possible. There will be dialogue about state funding. There will be dialogue about how the monies get dispersed. There will be dialogue about cyber charter funding. And, you know, our voices are stronger when our numbers are higher.
Random question, I can't do it remotely, correct?
No.
You have to be in the room.
And it doesn't mean that you have to get there Sunday night and stay all the way till Tuesday afternoon. I love to go Sunday night because the student showcase is probably my favorite thing of the entire conference, to see the talent. But with that said, doesn't mean you have to be there Saturday night. It'd be great if you could, but if not, really you get a lot of information on Monday, and then by Tuesday at noon, you're done. And I anticipate this voting thing. The last time we did an in-person vote, it lasted a couple of hours, and then we were on our way home. So it's not like it's a big commitment, but even if you could be there for part of Monday and into Tuesday to come back, Renee will be doing the same. We'll be driving and on our school board meeting. There's just no way, and you will, right, exactly, it's just, but you don't stay to vote, we do, so it's a different ballgame for us, but and as soon as we're done, we head back home, so, I don't think we should waste the vote and the voice, and there's a lot of important dialogue that's going to be decided for our legislative agenda.
Can we leave it open and do it retroactively?
That's why I was going to ask that question. I'd rather.
Yeah, approve to send a representative to be determined.
If they can do it by then, that's fine. Okay.
And then if somebody doesn't go, is the money, can we?
That would be the only hitch, is that there is a certain time in which they will give a refund for the hotel as well as the conference.
Can you just email that out to us, what that deadline is, so everybody knows what that and that's the.
Yeah, at this time, PSBA can switch our delegate if we have another name to offer them, but as you get closer, they're gonna have to close that.
Yep.
Sure, absolutely, because
offering,
there's documentation that goes with that.
Yeah, if you can let the board know, that would be great. Thank you. So we'll say recommend approval to, I think we can read it just how it is, to appoint a board director as the district's PSBA assembly delegate to replace Dr. Anderson.
Okay, on behalf of the board, I'll make that recommendation.
Thank you. Do we have a second? Thanks. Dr. Richardson seconded that. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Do you have a report for this evening?
I think everybody's given my report. It's the same thing. We have nothing. But hopefully, again, as the dialogue continues in Harrisburg, I know our legislators are no longer allowed to be on break. If they are called, they have to report to Harrisburg to vote. So I think that's a good sign. And hopefully more to come after we come back from the conference, and there should be some good dialogue there as well.
Yeah, thank you. Operations, Mrs. Purcell, lead board liaison. Letter A, recommend approval to accept and resolve the 25 to 2028 huddle ticketing agreement. On behalf of the board, I make that recommendation.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Do you have a report for this evening?
I have a short report. Under operations, the high school, we have new turf inserts on the baseball field and the batter's box and pitching mound, along with a new pickleball nets on the tennis court. Under transportation, we have a new diesel tank installation has been completed. And under food services, we have new personal pan pizza program at the high school being evaluated. I think I should be considered. I worked at Pizza Hut for 6 years. Can I come in and taste that? That's everything.
That was great, thank you.
Yeah, I do think that requires a board tasting.
Right, we should have to taste test, that's right.
That is not approved, board tasting.
All right, next up, personnel, Mr. Caligiuri, lead board liaison. Letter A, recommend approval to accept and resolve the following 1 to 6 as listed.
On behalf of the board, I'll make that recommendation.
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Do you have a report for this evening?
I mean, the three of you covered pretty much everything in personnel. I would just kind of piggyback off Miss Casey. I've had the opportunity, because my daughter's a senior, to watch them mentor middle school students with the musical, and the TV production was over there the other day taping. I'm sorry, can you remind me the guys? No, the guys who performed there.
Josh and Gab.
Josh and Gab. And there's a bunch of them that really participated, and I think the mentorship programs that the teachers and our faculty have come up with are very powerful. I think this is unique to school districts. So I think Plum really takes a lead on that, and it's interesting to see.
Thank you. Next up, policy, Ms. Arendt, lead board liaison. Letter A, recommend approval to adopt and revise the policies 1 to 6 as listed below.
On behalf of the board, I'll make that recommendation.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Do you have a report for this evening? No report, thank you. Okay, projects and planning, Dr. Richardson and Mrs. Purcell, co-lead board liaisons. Letter A, recommend approval to accept and resolve the policies 1 to 3 as listed below.
On behalf of the board, I make that recommendation.
Second.
Thank you. All right, all those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? I was hoping you'd like tag team it with the first and second. I was looking for it. All right, do you guys have a report for this evening?
I think it's basically covered, but just a reminder to the community, if there's any questions on any of the construction presentations, they can be found on the construction page on our website. And we'll continue with the bi-weekly meetings with ECHLS and ECG.
HDG.
HDG.
Yep. That's all right.
HDG.
You got it. HDG.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'll try
Thank
to do
you.
it off memory. But that's it.
All right, student services, Mrs. Stepnick, lead board liaison. Letter A, recommend approval to accept and resolve the following 1 to 2 annual renewals for the 25-26 school year as listed below.
On behalf of the board, I'd like to make that recommendation.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. Lastly, upcoming public meeting. Oh, I'm sorry, did you have a report?
Just to let everybody know, we have, right before PSBA, literally right before PSBA, we have our AIU retreat. And so hopefully I'll be able to put together some sort of update on different things of the IU. And one of the things we are doing as board members of the IU is AI training.
Okay.
So I'll be curious as to how that works, and that may be something, if some of our board members have questions on really how that's working, it might be a good training tool to share. So I want to see how it goes first, but we have a rather lengthy 2-day thing in Pittsburgh, and then we'll break from that to PSBA, and so we should have a good update.
Okay, thank you. Upcoming public meetings, letter A, board discussion meeting, Tuesday, October 14th at 7 p.m. here in the library, and the board action meeting, October 28th at 7 p.m. here in the library. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Abstaining? We're done.